Hello there, welcome to science class. In this class, we shall be discussing 5 easy steps to learn multiplication table. 5 easy steps to learn multiplication table. Step 1. Read the table. Read the table. Yes, the first step is the conventional way. We've been learning multiplication table. And this is by reading the table. It is by reading the table. The normal way every child or every student learn multiplication table is by reading the table. I said in my first point, this is the technical way of learning multiplication table. It is also the first step in learning the table, and it involves reading the table the conventional way. More than 70% of students use this method to learn multiplication table. More than 70% of students learn multiplication table using this method. But we realize that this method is not effective. It's not effective, even though so many people use this method, yet it is not effective. I can see it is written in red. This method, if applied alone, is only 10% effective. You can see this pupil trying to read the multiplication table. So whatever you read, you only remember 10% of it. But of course, you have to read the table first, because that is the first step. So let's go to the second step. The second step is listen to the table. Yes, you might be surprised to hear that, but so many songs that you listen to over and over and over again, you will be surprised that those words, those songs, if they are written in words, you might not remember them, but because you listen to them over and over again, your brain works in a way that it remembers the song, because it was composed in a more brain-friendly way, and you can remember the songs. Therefore, if you can put your earpiece and compose the multiplication table like a song or like music, and you listen to it over and over and over again, you will learn the multiplication table faster. From the picture, we can see this student trying to listen to the table while reading the multiplication table. And this is a very, very efficient method of learning the multiplication table. So I said this is the first stage of adding psychological approach to the technical. While you read the table, listen to the table also. Parents can compose a good song for the table and allow their children listen over and over again. This method, if applied, is 20% effective. Can you see? So after reading the table, you also listen to the table, and by combining these two methods, you find out that your rate of assimilation of the table increases by extra 10%. So let us go to the third method, the third step. Yes, see the table. After listening to the table, after reading the table and then listening to the table, you have to place the table where it will be visible for you to see. And if you're a parent that is trying to make your child learn multiplication table, you need to put it around or where the child always sees the table. For example, it's being placed on the doorpost where this young man always passes every day. Continuous seeing of the table, by continuous seeing of the table every day, gradually he gets to master the table. I can see from my write-up, it is written, write out the table number after number. As you can see, this is multiplication table 2 and multiplication table 3 that is being pasted on the wall for the boy to see. Second point here says, make the table colorful. Brain assimilates colorful things faster. Can we see all those? The table was written in a colorful format. It was not just all green, it was not just all blue, it was not just all red, but it was mixed together such that the brain of this young man can easily assimilate the table. Also, the next point says, paste the table on the wall of your room. Can you see? You can paste it on the wall, you can paste it on the door, you can paste it on conspicuous places where the student can easily view the table day by day. Then you can see that seeing and hearing is 50% effective. Seeing and hearing is 50% effective. So by the combination of seeing and hearing, there's a difference between reading and seeing. Seeing is something that you see every day. It's just like seeing the road to your work, seeing the road to your school, seeing the road to your home every day. You tend to remember more. You tend to remember more. So combining seeing and hearing is a very, very, very powerful way of learning the multiplication table. Yes, the next one is say the table, discuss the table. In this picture, the young man was discussing the table with his dad. The dad was asking, after he has been subjected to see the table for quite some days, dad was now asking, okay, so what is multiplicable 3 times 5? What is multiplicable 3 times 4? And after discussing, he doesn't get it all at a stretch or at a go, but you see that he remembers about 70% of what he reads and he learned from the table. 70% by just discussing, by saying it. All right. The first point here says try to recite the table. Don't feel bad if you cannot remember some parts of the table or all parts. Simply go back and check again. Tell your friends about it. Encourage your friends to do steps 1 to 3 and have a drill together. So what I want to point out here is that our rate of assimilation differs. It's not everyone that have the same rate of assimilation. Some people might feel, oh, I can't even remember anything I just read. But you don't have to feel bad. Our rate of assimilation differs. So when you feel you can't even remember what you've learned, don't try to subject your brain too hard. Just simply go and check again. By the time you check one more time, you realize you remember this time. The fifth one is teach others the table. Whatever you teach, you remember 90% of it. Whatever you teach, you remember 90% of what you teach. So encourage that you teach the table to others. If you want your child to learn multiplication table fast, try to allow him teach you. Try to allow him teach you the table. Just place the table on the wall or the board or something, then tell your son or your daughter to teach you. And if you're an adult trying to learn the table, try to just teach. Just find someone and teach. Tell your friend, okay, sit, let me teach you this table. Just look at it. And by doing that, you will remember about 90% of what you have read. If this 5 step is not satisfactory to you, start from step 1 again and go over it one more time. Just like I said, you don't have to feel bad if you don't remember. Our rate of assimilation differs. So if you feel you have not gotten to a satisfactory level of understanding of your table, simply go back and start all over again. No worries. All right. So advantage of multiplication table: speed. Learning mathematics without knowledge of multiplication table will make you very, 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 very slow while solving mathematics, and mathematics will be so boring, you'll be so slow. Secondly, accuracy. You get to be very accurate if you understand multiplication table very well. When you've memorized multiplication table, you tend to be very, very accurate. But if you start punching calculators, start checking for the table, you can easily make mistakes. But when it's in your head, you've learned it by heart, your accuracy increases. Then another advantage is it gives you confidence. You have more confidence while working or solving mathematics. And lastly, it leads to less fatigue. All right. Now, conclusion. Multiplication table is a must if you don't want to struggle with mathematics. Yes, you must know multiplication table if you don't want to struggle with mathematics. We need to understand ourselves and what works for us in order to learn mathematics. All of us don't have the same level of assimilation, but you must understand yourself and you must learn at your pace. Try to learn mathematics in the way your brain wants to learn. Find the easy way. Don't try to imitate others. Don't try to learn the way your friends are learning, or you try to just be yourself. And lastly, don't cram. Yes, this is very important. Some people, they cram mathematics, and after they cram, they just forget about it. This is not good enough. Try not to cram. All right. So thank you for watching the science class today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope it was simple enough. Yes, I'll be waiting for your comment in the comment section. And if you're yet to subscribe to the science class, please hit the bell notification icon below your screen right now and subscribe to the science class, because there is a lot more to learn. All right. Thank you for today's class and do have a nice day. Bye bye.